performance blend.
Which is mainly nuts. Well, it's all nuts.
No, it's actually mainly
Seeds.
seeds.
What
It's
kind
like
of seeds?
Pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, and then it's cashews, almonds, and I think dried. I don't know. I think there's cranberries, but what are the darker ones? Are they blueberries?
They taste like blueberries.
Or are they dried blueberries?
Blazins.
Yeah, probably something. Probably something not just blueberry. But anyway, just bashed a bunch of this, and I'm picking them out of my teeth.
I quickly whipped up a spinach artichoke dip.
Yeah, I know. It's really good.
It's pretty banging.
Do you have a favorite dip?
Well, pimento. Is
That's your
pretty hot.
go-to?
Lately it has been.
Yeah.
But buffalo chicken is like so good to bring to any type of sports gathering.
I like buffalo chicken. I like
Skyline
4 dips of buffalo chicken, and then
Yeah.
it just starts to kind of taste the same. Because it does taste the same.
Spin dip is what I'm gonna order most of the time.
Yeah.
If we're
Yeah.
out and about somewhere.
I'm a sucker for a layered taco dip.
Which
I think that's like my go-to.
Skyline dip has a similar
Yeah,
appeal.
but I love the freshness of like cool sour cream, maybe like
Right.
crunch of like some lettuce, some guacamole, some salsa.
You're right.
But then you have like the beans layer, or my family always did. The base was cream cheese and sour cream mixed together, almost equal part, depending on how
So it
thick you
stays
want
creamy.
it. And then you just put a bunch of taco seasoning in that, and then you do a layer of salsa, and then a layer of cheese, and just like jarred salsa.
Yeah.
Cheese, diced tomatoes, and then because I'm sure my parents started making this in the 90s.
Is it olives?
In olives,
Yeah,
the black olives,
yeah.
the sliced black olives.
You have to. That's like the most classic thing.
It totally is. I mean, it is nice. I do like it. But now, if I'm going to make that one, I 100% will chop up a bunch of spinach typically.
Yeah.
Add some green. I love to add a layer of guacamole. And I'll typically refrain from the olives. But you know what? Sometimes it's
Yeah, why not?
there. But yeah, everything else the same. It's funny when you have like jarred salsa that has like these big chunks of tomatoes, and then you add fresh tomatoes on
Yeah.
top. Like, it's just a funny dip. But my God, we would go ham on that dip.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
the
like
kind of
we would
stuff
make
that
it, and then
disappears
the
quick.
best thing was like, you'd make it for taco party, or people were coming over, the neighbors were coming over, and then the next morning, open the fridge and just get it out,
Yeah.
and just put it on the counter, and then the rest of the day just go to town.
Well, what's always cute is not necessarily cute, but like anything, you make it at a party, and a lot of people will take spoonfuls out of it, but then after that initial run, you're just dipping
it's
directly
just
out of the container.
yeah.
You're just dipping out of the container.
I mean, anytime. We had friends over on Friday night.
yeah.
For the first time in a year and a half.
We've had nobody over. Maybe
What
like
the
one
fuck?
visitor, if even
Which
that.
is just wild. But it felt really good.
We're still extremely social.
Yeah.
No one
Haven't
has
had
come
over.
here.
Yeah. But you made a big charcuterie, and of course I got out the little plates, and the same thing happened where like we all took a plate and like got a few things on it, and then once we were done with that plate, you just start going with
picking.
your hands
Yeah,
and picking,
absolutely.
and it's like you get 3 sips of your drink in, and you're like, so we're all cool with this, right? It's like,
Everybody-
but you have to do the etiquette. You have to have the
Right.
things available in case somebody wants it, and most of the time, people will also etiquettize and take the plate and take the napkin and
I think
just be like, "Fuck it,
the
whatever."
Midwest thing people always bring up is like, what's your favorite funeral casserole?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because
It's like
everybody has like their grandmother and their mom or whatever would make the thing
Yeah.
that you would bring to the thing. Typically a funeral, but also weddings, potlucks, church potlucks. We did a lot of
think
those.
Of the things that like we did not do a lot of that stuff. We were so focused on just neighbors.
Right.
So I feel like with that being the case, my parents would do different things, but like taco dip 100%.
Mm-hmm.
We always made what we called the bars, which are those classic like Rice Krispie treats mixed with peanut butter
I
and
already know where you're going.
butterscotch, and then a layer of chocolate on
Yep.
top, and then you let it harden, and they're fucking delicious. So like that's what comes to mind most for us: taco dip, the bars. I don't know. What would your mom always make?
A lot of cheese stuff.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Oh.
What?
Well, then I'm just thinking about cheese dip, which was just warmed up Velveeta
Vita, yeah.
with a little bit of milk. and that was the queso.
Not the Rotel tomatoes.
Oh, and the
thing?
Rotel tomatoes, of
You-
course. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the
That's the classic.
That's what makes
yeah.
it
Yeah.
the old timey dip.
Uh-huh. So good.
Yeah. It's funny because you had me make it. You're very emotionally attached to the way these things are made.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and I'll try to like make it a different way, but it's not right. Like that's not the right way to do it.
But yours way always tastes better.
Yeah. It's always funny because sometimes I'll try and make cheese dip like at your parents' house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and your mom's like, no, you just add the milk
Yeah.
to the Velveeta.
Put it in the microwave.
But that's it. That's all you do. Don't fuck it up. Don't make it fancy. No, it's so fun. I remember just all the colors of beige, but you'd go to certain Sundays they would do a potluck afterwards, or always at the funerals, and just so much. But it would just be like scalloped potatoes,
Yeah.
and macaroni, some sort of like just different combinations of things and layers of cheese.
What are the actual funeral potatoes? Because that's a type. People make funeral potatoes.
Yeah, they're like scalloped potatoes.
Is it just scalloped
It's
potatoes?
cheesy potatoes.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Yum.
Yeah. My mom really liked to make. She loves to make corn pudding for like so many things.
Yeah.
But then it's funny, if she makes it the night before, it's fine. But when she tries to make it day of, she never cooks it enough, like all the way through,
Yeah.
And then it's just like cream corn, essentially.
Yeah. That was I never grew up on any sort of corn pudding or anything, so it's not my fave.
Yeah. I love a good elote, if we're
Yeah.
talking about some dips. Yeah.
I think we've talked about it, but I very much prefer. I can taste a considerable difference eating corn on the cob versus off the
Which-
cob.
Obviously, I cannot eat corn on the cob.
Yeah, you got fucked up teeth.
I got fucked up teeth.
But like, I don't really like corn off the cob. It's like the sweetness comes through too much, and I don't want it to
that's
be
so
too
funny.
sweet. Yeah.
I guess
don't know.
just because that is the only way I eat it
Yeah.
is off the cob. It has an appeal to me.
Yeah. I just like to.
Gnaw. You like to gnaw on anything.
Yeah.
Is it ribs?
Is it ribs? Is it chicken wings? Is
Yeah.
it corn? Is it a watermelon?
Oh, just right.
Just like straight to the rind.
Yeah.
Get it all off. But I got chompers
You
that
got
can
good
do
chomps.
it.
I was looking the other day, and it's like the whole left side of my mouth just doesn't touch at all.
That's crazy.
Yeah, which is why
Do you think it's changing? Do you think it's shifting, or has it just always been like that?
I think it might be getting worse on my left side.
Huh.
But that's why my jawline, like my right, is way more defined
Yeah.
than my left. And I think it's because I use it less. I need to get like
Just start using it.
Well, I try to, but it doesn't touch.
Yeah, I
So
know.
I can't use it.
Yeah. Yeah, what are some exercises you could do?
You can get mouth inserts to
Yeah.
like bite down on.
Oh, yeah, and
And
so like that
something-
one would be like,
That would be big enough where I
Yeah.
could probably like strengthen my jaw like that.
yeah.
Which I might
Maybe
need
you
to
should.
do.
I mean, just a few months ago, my mom's like bite completely went out of line.
Right.
That was just like a fluke, but it apparently happens to people all the time, but I think as much as you can try to avoid shit like that happening, because she said it was just uncomfortable.
Yeah. I don't think that I had this thought the other day. It's really easy. I had a client and he just wrapped up Invisalign. And your sister did Invisalign,
Yeah,
right? Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of people, I've had multiple clients, friends do it. It's really, really easy now. It's very cost effective.
I have like 2 things I would consider doing it for, and I'm like, it would be such a waste. But
Well, but then I was like, you know what? I don't want to fix my teeth.
yeah,
Because I'm such a contrarian in everything I do.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's fashion, whether it's music taste, like whatever it is, I always want to do the opposite.
Yeah.
And in a world where like now everyone's rushing to like fix their teeth, you know, and it's
I
so
feel
much
like-
easier, I'm like, nah.
consider fixing your teeth when you have literally nothing else to do.
Right.
Like that's when you should do it. When there's like not another project for you to be working on.
I could see the appeal of like being able to bite a chip.
Well,
Like-
who knows what your, I don't know, quality of life could
Would
be.
be, yeah.
I feel like you'd need a whole like palate expander
I don't know if
situation.
Invisalign would work
I
for
know,
me.
exactly. They're probably gonna be like, all right, buddy, do all these things and then
Yeah.
come back to us.
But I
and
think
then
it's
have
the
no
same
idea.
thing. Like when I tell people, like, you know, yeah, I'm like 5'6" to 5'7", they're always like, oh, I thought you were taller. If I tell people like I have a center tooth and half my teeth don't touch, they're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah,
you
bro.
just can't see it
Yeah.
because your mustache
giant
and just the
mustache.
way you're, your tiny mouth.
I think
and-
you exude confidence.
Oh yeah.
You walk around like you're supposed to be there, and people are just like, okay, good job.
I don't talk about my eye crossing a lot.
Yeah,
but
but you got the
I'm sure
wonky
it's
eye.
a similar thing where people are like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Pay close enough attention," and that shit goes up
It's
and in.
only when you like are not focused. Because I feel like when you
Yeah.
lock in, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's just when you start to drift, or even when you're talking. If you're in conversation talking, it'll drift.
Great.
But almost when you're listening, though, which is when the other person is probably
Yeah, that's true.
maybe like looking at you more.
Great. Now I'm even more self-conscious.
Well, you shouldn't be at all.
I know.
Also, I think we mentioned it on here before, but Ulysses S. Grant's wife, Julia Grant,
How'd she turn out?
she was very self-conscious about it and hated
Yeah.
it at all times. But she has strabismus as well.
Listen, okay, when we get all of our ducks in a row, businesses are going well, band's doing whatever. When things are just chill, you can do Invisalign and I'll get strabismus surgery again or some bullshit.
I'm scared about that. I don't want you to do that.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that either. I think there are exercises I can do, but I have other shit
No,
I
you
to
have
do.
tried. You were trying to wear an eye patch when you read to strengthen.
Only to find out that that actually might not be helpful because
Yeah.
my whole thing is that my eyes don't work together. It's like it's this neurological thing. So by just using my one eye, I'm still just training my brain to use one eye,
Right.
not to use them together. There are some exercises where you can basically like hold a pen out at arm's length and focus on like if there's writing on it, and then you pull it in closer. So you try to like get, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
exactly
But then
know what
they'll
it does.
line
They'll
up
kind of
to
line
get-
up
I
a
get
little
it.
more. Similar thing at a distance. You can kind of like have a focal
So you're
point
telling me
and then
you need to do DUI checkpoint tests.
kind of
Right,
yeah.
right. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
All right. Every night, I'm
exactly.
gonna have you in the middle of the room. I'm gonna like move my finger and have you follow it. I'm
You
gonna be
know-
like, all right, walk backwards. All
Uh-huh.
right, follow my finger.
Okay, and so you'll be like, all right, and can you say the alphabet backwards? Like Matt, my
That's not
brain
part of it.
works, not
Not my eyes.
Yeah, I think I need to do DI checkpoint.
That's almost
exercises.
exactly. I remember listening to an interview with Dale Earnhardt Jr., where he was talking about CTE, traumatic brain injuries.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's been in 1,000 car wrecks.
Right.
And he was getting really depressed and was like having memory loss. And they did a similar exercise
Really?
where it was like sort of like at an obstetrician where they have the letters on the wall.
Yeah.
And that was like part of the exercises were having them like move in and out and like read the letters, and it like helped like regain
Interesting.
like brain function in some capacity. But very fascinating.
Maybe a similar part of the brain.
I'm uncertain, yeah.
Who knows? I mean, we know nothing about the brain,
I know.
so we had to
I
see like
saw-
what are those connection points like closely aligned? Or do you use similar ones to? Is your brain working with your eyes, helping create the memory? I don't know.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
knows?
I did see a hockey player recently committed suicide,
Oh,
and it was attributed to CTE.
it's awful.
But they're donating his brain to science,
Good. I mean, yeah.
which is cool. Like I know some other athletes and people have done that too. Like,
yeah.
you know, well, I'm
My-
fucked up, and maybe let's see why. If
To-
there's any
totally.
information to be garnered from this.
I'm almost positive my great grandfather donated his body to science. I would totally do that.
Well, but you don't get to decide where it goes, and
I know.
that's been multiple lawsuits. Do you know what I'm talking about?
What? Just the people who get like blown up and
Well,
stuff?
exactly.
Or,
It's
yeah,
exactly. It's
left
like-
in a field to blow.
And I
or...
think that specific case was like, oh well, grandma went to like Georgetown University or something.
Yeah.
And she wanted her. I think it was like originally planned like she's donating her body to the surgery,
Yeah.
like school.
Yeah.
So then she'll be a cadaver used to like train the next generation of surgeons.
Yeah.
But somehow, in the stipulations, the bodies were like bought and sold, or I think a company had purchased the rights to use it for research. The next thing you know, grandma's getting shot with fucking missiles.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. Read the fine print.
For sure. For
Like,
sure.
I don't care about that
Yeah.
at all.
But you know, the family was upset, which I can see.
I can totally see that, but I'm like, and if they violated some
Right.
thing they signed, then yeah, absolutely sue them and whatever. But if not, like,
Well, in my mind, I'm like,
you didn't read the fine print.
I'm also like, I'm dead.
Well, yeah,
I don't necessarily want to help create killing machines,
no.
but
I don't know.
You need to know.
Like I said, draw up the right document and read the fine print
Yeah.
and call it a day.
Well, if you want to know how to make something less lethal, you also have to test it.
Yeah.
We have a friend who was a entomologist, and she works with bees.
Yeah.
And her like doctoral thesis was on bumblebees, I believe specifically, but it was pesticide usage on farms. They're trying to make sure that at what level will it kill the bees.
Right. So
Well,
they don't use that level.
how do you find out?
You have to spend all day
Killing bees. And it's very funny to like you're going down a career path where
to save something.
your mission is to
but
save
you have
something.
to kill it.
You have to know what
Yep.
is the exact level, and it'll be interesting because that's what they say. Like quantum compute will be able to basically run all of those for us. It'll be able to instantly run every possible data point over and over and over. Like you'll be able to test a drug like 1,000,000 times, and then you only have to do one trial because it will have already like parsed out every possible outcome with every possible variable.
So how close are we to quantum computing being
Very, very
commonplace?
close. It's so fascinating. They keep saying like, this is the timeline. Oh, we're 50 years out.
Right.
And for every product.
Yeah.
And then it ends up being compressed. Like right now, things are moving so rapidly. We thought, AGI. We thought the Turing test. Didn't we just talk about this? How we just blew by the Turing test. So like, the Turing test was it Alan Turing was a scientist.
Yeah.
And the idea was like, when we won't be able to tell that artificial intelligence is AI or not,
yeah.
and like, not that it's AGI, but just
Right.
that it can pretend to be human as well as a human, and it happened so fast that no one talked about it.
Yeah.
Like we went from AI being like, oh, AI slop, this is goofy or whatever, to just being like, okay.
It's just part of our daily life now.
Now it's just like as real as possible. Like you can communicate with your flavor of AI, and it's just like a person.
Yeah.
But nobody's talking about like the Turing test was such a gigantic deal. Blade Runner, that's like the
whole point
of the movie.
Yeah.
And it's like a gigantic film. 2 films that are actually huge with some of the...
Which is just interesting to see where we think technology is going to go and how we think we're going to react to it and then how we actually do.
Yeah.
And it's like just...
But if they tell me quantum compute actually functioning is 50 years out, I'm going to say 10. Right now. Then they've already pushed up the timeline for data centers in space.
Yeah.
It was another 30 years, and now
it's like 10.
people are like, I don't know, man, like 2030. Why
Exactly.
not?
I know. Yeah. I think they just had because of the SpaceX
Yeah.
IPO, the COO was on, and I caught the tail end of it, and she was saying, I can't remember exactly which things or which timelines, but 100% 2030, 2035.
Yeah.
Like nothing past 20. I don't even know if she got to 2040. I think she was just like, this shit is it's happening.
28 is NASA on the moon again. So
Yeah, is that right?
yeah, so next year we're doing all the testing in Earth orbit.
Okay.
So they'll be like connecting to landers. They're basically going to do a whole practice run.
On Earth.
Well,
in Earth's orbit.
orbit.
Excuse me, yeah.
Orbit.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
28, they go back to the moon. And then I think 2030 is construction of the base. Yeah.
Wow.
We're in the future.
It's so cool.
We live in the future.
Yeah. I was lazy today. I try really hard to not use any of the AIs for things that I am fully capable of doing. And one of the shows we're playing, it's the Pittsburgh Festival. They just sent out an email blast to all the bands, and they needed just like a brief summary of each band. And I was like, shit, we don't actually have like a brief bio. We have our full bio on our website, which is not that long, but they wanted like a 2-second thing.
Right.
And I just really didn't feel like coming up with it from scratch.
Did you put our full one
I put our full one
copied
in,
it?
and I said, hey, I need a 2-second bio for a rock festival we're playing on tour this summer.
And it
synthesized it. And I changed it.
Of course.
Like I judged it to what I really wanted it to be. But I was like both really annoyed with myself and also like, fuck it, whatever.
Well, this is the point of the tool. Like, you wrote the original bio, which I really like.
I do too.
And all you did was you were like, give me the elevator pitch.
Right, exactly.
I want a synopsis of this, which you could have easily have done.
I know.
But these tools, this is what they're for.
Exactly. And in that moment, I was like, I need time.
Yeah.
And this is going to save me a little bit of time. And I still, like I said, kind of made it what I wanted it to be. But
I think if you're not using the tools in that way,
yeah, you could
th-
fall behind.
then you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like that's the
Oh,
opportunity.
whoa, you're fucking stupid.
Well, it's like this saved you time, and there was nothing like any moral objection you could possibly
No,
have.
but what I don't want to do is then just become reliant on it, or that's my go-to every time I feel like I don't have
Yeah.
time, because even today, like, I did have time to sit there and make it a two sentence thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to. So I just want to balance it. It was
The
like I'm
number
still a
one-
little anti.
The number one thing that Arthur Brooks.
Yeah, I know.
So, do you know where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
So Arthur Brooks, who's a Harvard professor, an economist, he specializes in how wealthy people find happiness.
Yeah.
And the number one thing he says that wealthy people spend money on that gives them happiness is creating more time.
Exactly.
How do you create more time?
Yeah.
Because that's time that you could spend doing things that you would like to do.
For sure. And actually, to counter it, I then had, once again, I'm talking about like minutes.
I know.
But I spent a few more minutes learning some songs that I needed to
Which we
learn
need
on the
to, yeah.
guitar. And so I probably actually used my brain harder learning
Absolutely.
those songs than I did on the
And
fucking
then
summary. But
As scientists who specialize in Alzheimer's dementia, memory, how do you maximize brain function, they will tell you a musical instrument and learning new music is one of the best things you can do for your brain.
Actually, I learned something rather than
Right.
using something I already knew.
Like, you already knew that content. It actually would not have helped you to have to synthesize it down.
Yeah.
The thing that actually makes you smarter, playing an instrument and learning a new song, well, you did that instead.
I even learned a few new like finger technique
Yeah.
things today, so that
So
was kind of cool.
you used a new tool
Yeah.
to make you more efficient so you could
To
use your
learn it-
brain
To
in
learn
a better
something new.
capacity.
Yeah.
I think that was,
all right.
I think that was a very
We've come full
positive,
circle.
very positive
Let's
way
get,
to
that
do it.
was yeah.
And I would recommend everybody do that.
Yeah.
If there's a mundane task that, you could do, but it doesn't actually help you, you know,
Yeah.
then, and if there's some way to parlay that, like to kick that to
Yeah.
a bot, then you absolutely should.
Yeah.
And I think that's a bit like,
I mean, work smarter, not harder.
well, and people are talking about sort of, especially coders right now. So AI has become really good at coding. Claude Code is like really good, and there's Cursor that SpaceX is about to buy. Some companies are really, really good at coding, and everyone's like, well, that means coders are going to disappear. And the opposite is happening. That actually they're becoming more efficient and they're hiring more coders.
Yeah.
Because what happens is, right now the timeline will get smaller, but you like have it run a project and it takes like 5 minutes to return the result. And while that 5 minutes is happening, you can start another project and another project and another project. So now you can like be taking 1 to 2 minutes on each project while it wraps up another one, and then you can go back, check the work, then you can test it, then go back and run it again. And now they're becoming more efficient. And
But
actually,
you still need that human.
You still
to
need that
start
human.
it, to check it,
to run it. But what's happening
run
is
it.
people are becoming obsessed with work and working overtime because it's just like running all the time, and it's actually easier and more efficient than
You
ever.
just can.
What it's people are, how people get Ozempic face right now.
Which I actually don't know what that looks like.
It just means
but
like you're getting super skinny but not healthy.
Oh,
You're
okay.
getting so skinny you look
kind of
unhealthy.
gaunt, yeah.
A lot of coders in Silicon Valley, they're not sleeping. They
Oh,
can't do anything else. They're like,
no.
this is the greatest thing ever. Like, I can do all these projects I was never
Yeah,
capable of doing.
yeah,
It was going
yeah.
to take me so long. Now I'm running 5 impossible projects at once. They're
Yeah.
like, how could I imagine sleeping? This is the most insane shit possible.
Oh, God.
So it's actually like the biggest drug of all time is like being more efficient.
Crazy. Yeah. I mean, it is such a good feeling to be on a roll. I
Yeah.
was on a roll almost all day at work today with various things that I needed to do, including a bunch of sales, which was awesome. I felt unstoppable. I worked and it was 3:59. Store closes at 4, and I was like, oh shit, I actually need to go because we had shit we needed
Yeah.
to do this afternoon. But I didn't want to. I wanted to keep doing what I was doing because I just like it was nonstop. Like for once, things were just rolling, which was
Yeah.
really nice.
I think
And when you're hyped about something,
there's a myriad of things there. It's like flow state is real,
yes,
and that's a really good feeling. So if
Yes.
you're in a rhythm, like
Yeah.
you don't want to lose it.
And do you think does that stem from like the rhythms of like the universe? Like why does being in a rhythm like that feel so good? Does it just feel balanced and so there's this like metaphysical aspect to it?
I don't know.
or-
You know, obviously we're pattern forming.
I know,
Right?
I know.
So it's like we're attracted to that. The clockwork universe, like we're always trying to like have things line up and work. So when they do, it's more pleasing.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
feel like it's got to be
So then
just
it's
some
just
sort of.
an appeal about being pleased by that
Yeah.
mythology, you know.
I wasn't sure if it
methodology,
does.
like-
Yeah, just like when you feel in sync with sort
Yeah.
of the flow of.
I think you also
Yeah.
like when you're locked in, when you're in the zone, other stuff fades away.
That's probably true too. Yeah.
So
Well, and your brain is probably functioning at one of its.
It cleans it up.
It cleans it up. Yeah.
You don't
it's
have the other
this-
mental clutter going on. And,
Yeah.
I mean, the best thing to do when you're, this is what everyone hates to hear, but like if you're depressed or you're very anxious, the best thing to do is a task, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it is, you know, a lot of people say working out. Everyone's like, if you're depressed, just go work out. But really, it's like, if you can focus on anything else at all,
Yeah.
if you can focus on cleaning the oven,
yeah,
if
exactly.
you can focus on like building a puzzle, whatever it is, if you can get into a flow state doing an activity, then you're going to feel dramatically
Calm
better.
yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what
rebalance.
they call- what's,
realign.
You know, everyone loves like fidget stuff
Yeah,
now,
uh-huh.
you know, but I think similar
It's a
things.
way to just
as you can build
streamline your brain a
patterns
little
and,
bit. Yeah. It's fascinating.
The brain, it's a weird thing.
Yeah, I interrupted you. You were talking about something though, and I can't remember
Oh, I don't
what
remember
it
now.
was. Yeah.
I got in a flow state.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But how's your day?
It was a solid day, yeah. One of my favorite clients, a cop from Dayton,
Yeah.
which a lot of people were like, oh, fuck the cops, but you know, it's a middle-aged lesbian, so that probably fucks up their whole thing about hating cops or
Right,
whatever.
right,
It's the most
right.
liberal person you could ever possibly meet.
Yeah,
and she's
yeah, she's
hilarious.
total badass.
She's like started a bunch of like organizations with a library and for like the black community in Dayton. So
That's
know,
awesome.
I think as far as cops go, she's acceptable.
Yeah, that's very
Um,
cool.
A lot of literary tattoos. We're doing some stuff based on some like Celtic mythology right now.
Oh,
I did start, so I almost always read nonfiction,
yeah.
you know, biographies, a lot of pop science stuff too, psychology and history. But then typically in the summer, I usually start a series. You
Because
know,
has this turned into a summer thing?
it sort of has. Last year,
That's
remember
funny.
I did the Sanderson,
Yeah.
all the Way
Uh-huh.
of Kings and stuff, and I done Dark Tower previously before that. I usually, if I'm going to do fiction, it happens to be in the summer.
Okay, funny. Yeah.
I don't know why, but now
Yeah.
it's sort of becoming a thing.
Okay.
So
Fictional summer.
mainly because of like her and her wife and their family, who I tattoo all
Pretty
of
much
them,
all of them. Yeah.
from their immense pressure and the immense pressure of just society in general.
Oh Lord.
I started Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Oh. And what is that?
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
I was trying to remember. Is it?
It might be the biggest shit in the
Is that
entire
what
world
the guy
right
dressed up
now.
as for Halloween?
That's exactly
okay.
what it is.
Okay. Still don't know what it is, but okay.
It's just funny, like, it's a pop culture phenomena right
Yeah.
now. But I love that you're just oblivious. Yeah.
Completely.
That's great.
Completely. And I'm fine with it.
Yeah. It will be a TV series, which might be
Okay.
fun.
Okay.
And I will already say,
Dungeon
like,
Crawler
Carl.
Carl. General premise.
Turns out the world was seeded by aliens to be mined.
Okay.
And it's time for the world to be mined.
Okay.
And whenever your world is up to be mined, what they do is, so the corporation, to make money, they film a reality show at the same time. So it's like
Okay.
all these planets around the universe, they get, and this is like, so it feeds into classic alien conspiracies, which are
Okay.
like, why are humans so weird? Well, we weren't supposed to be on this planet. we were seated.
Right,
And
right,
and it
right.
goes back to like a lot of like ancient alien stuff that you see where it's like, why are we so obsessed with gold? Well,
Like, okay.
we were supposed to find gold and we were supposed to like create and mine gold.
Okay.
And then at some point the aliens come and they're like, okay, humans, you've served your purpose. Now we're going to take all of the precious metals and minerals because we need that for our technology. But there's some interesting people here. Why don't we make it a game show? And
Okay.
so that basically they set up. Now then it goes into like a D&D thing. So they create all these like dungeons, and any of the remaining humans have to basically like hunt Hunger Games it.
Okay.
So it's like Hunger Games.
It's Hunger Games, it's Dungeons and Dragons, it's
Well, that's
aliens.
well, it is. That's why it's a different concept than just Hunger Games or any other like dystopian.
It sounds like
there's
all
a,
the concepts.
There's a very famous book by Stephen King, Running Man.
Okay.
They just did another film.
Okay.
But basically, they're filming you as you're trying to get out of situations, and it's life or death the whole time.
Who's watching it?
All the aliens all over the universe. It's the most
Oh.
popular show in the universe, and they do it before they destroy your planet.
Okay.
I think you get it.
I get it.
It's Hunger Games.
I get it.
But with aliens.
Yeah. Did you sell me on it?
No,
No.
no.
But that's okay.
The writing style is very, like, fact-based, fast. It's very like turn-based video game. So you would hate it.
I would hate
You
it.
would hate the writing style.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because
Yeah.
there's nothing like flowery or beautiful
Yeah.
about any of the prose in it at all. But
Okay.
it's fun. It's a fun
Cool.
read.
Good. Yeah. Is it? Are there multiple books or?
There's 8 right now,
Oh wow.
and they're assuming just I'm like 2 hours. The audiobook is fun because it's very much like listening to a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Is what it and the voice acting is really good, very high quality. The production value, like it was made to be an audiobook. They like
Okay.
took time to make it
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
But from the outset, it's like, well, there's 18 levels.
Oh
So
boy.
I'm assuming that they'll probably
Yeah.
go the full Monty. I'm not sure.
Well, I just yawned during that. So.
I could tell.
Sorry.
One of my favorite things is I mean, as a good wife, and there's like so many memes about this, is that like when I start explaining things to you, like a Marvel movie is the perfect example. When like your brain just goes somewhere else completely.
Yes. I try.
There's so many times we're on a walk, we're doing something, and you're like, I didn't hear any of that.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I do want to know about these things, but then sometimes, and of no fault of your own, you start talking about it, and it just gets to be too much that I just don't care about in that moment, and I'm like, okay, whatever, I stopped listening.
I think the key thing, it's important for my job
Totally,
to
absolutely.
know, especially like, I know for a fact I'm going to start getting a lot of tattoo requests for this.
Yes, yes, and I think that makes you a very conscientious tattooer, and I think that's extremely important.
But it means, I tend to delve into these fandoms,
Yeah.
understand the universe, so then I can communicate. Also,
Well, then
just
you have a rapport with
talk
your
about
client.
shit.
Absolutely.
Tons of my clients, they want to talk about the things that they like.
Yep.
I know that this is a huge deal. It's about to be a major series.
Totally.
I should know about it.
I could not agree more.
I probably won't do all the books, but
Yeah. Just to have a basic understanding, I think, yeah. Very important. I think it's really important to be up on pop culture.
Yeah.
And just really just culture and the goings on in the world and stuff, but that's everything from politics to pop culture to science to everything. I do like knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
Am I going to get into but you know what, to be honest, you gave me that synopsis. Now I actually do have an understanding of what it is.
Yeah.
So the next time I hear someone mention it, it might actually be seared into my brain.
Yes.
And that's great. And now I know that it's a huge thing going on in the world, and a ton of people are reading it, and it's going to be a
One of the
television
last
show.
things, like I said, I just finished this Mark Twain biography, and everybody knew sort of he was about to die because he became uninterested in the newspaper.
Okay.
He's like 74, and he had always been like hyper on current events. He always had a comment for everything. He did
Yeah.
a ton of comments. He would always put out statements, and then at like some point he was like, "Ugh, I can't even read this shit."
Well, is
Like
it because he thought that it was shit, or was he just physically ailing and so he was done?
He was physically ailing, but not even the ailing. It was he's like, I can't even concern myself with this anymore."
Okay.
Like
yeah.
I just got to be here.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
now.
I'm done worrying about the world,
Yeah.
about the goings on.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. Well, maybe that's how we'll know.
I love to be current. I like one of the first things that goes is you stop keeping up with music.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
one of the very
Something
first
new.
things when I see people and I'm like, you've gotten old, it's because you have no relationship with modernity, with whether it's music or movies or anything at all. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Like you now, your entire existence is 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You don't even exist today.
Yeah.
You only exist 20 years ago. Like
Totally.
you got to keep up on it. It's also like that's when you feel scared.
Yeah.
That's when you start to harbor hate or
Well,
something.
oh yeah, you
Because
don't.
language changes.
Language changes. You do not feel attached to these current
Yeah.
moments. You feel completely disconnected, and that you cannot attach yourself.
Yeah.
And I can totally see how that would feel very isolating
Yeah.
and nerve wracking. And so, yeah, I think I completely agree. It's super important, especially nowadays when it's so easy to stay aware. This shit is just in your face. So you almost have to actively turn it off.
Now you don't have to use slang.
I mean, every generation has their own slang.
I know.
So
What
it's
I don't like is when people that I know who are 50 or 60 try to talk.
Oh,
They try to
yeah.
talk about like looks maxing or like whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
They use,
yeah.
Or they use. I don't know. Like I do know a lot of modern slang, but I feel weird trying to use it.
Completely
And
agree.
I think
well,
it's like trying to dress too young.
well, exactly. Unless you do it with the full confidence of doing it, it's
Yeah.
going to come off weird. And so, unless you really feel like this is how I want to
Yeah.
express myself and this is how I'm going to in a genuine way, and I know what I'm talking about and I know what I'm saying, unless that all adds up, it's going to come out wrong and it's not going to
Yeah.
sound normal and
It's
it's
like
going to sound cringy.
if you're
and
60 and you're in hyper skinny jeans and you have a bunch of scarves on or you're trying to like look hip or something, well, even like
you better be
Johnny
Steven
Depp.
Tyler.
Yeah. I'm like, you can't do it. Yeah, I recently saw Mick Jagger and I'm like, well, he looks cool. But it's like,
Yeah.
you're Mick Jagger. You know, there's like very few
if,
people.
you know, Tony from Grove City
Yeah,
did
it's
that
like,
or
bro,
something.
you're trying so hard. And
Yeah.
With your
unless
jeans.
you start talking to him and he's just a quirky dude and that's his thing. Like it has to match your personality.
Yeah.
Has to match everything.
Which I take back some of that because obviously clothes are a language.
Totally.
I'm very aware of that.
Totally. But it's so obvious when someone's doing it just for the look.
Right.
And it doesn't match their character, it doesn't match their personality,
Yeah.
and then it actually fights it.
Yeah.
And then it's just awkward. Shit, fuck. I was gonna say something and I cannot remember what I was gonna say. Well, never mind.
Cool.
Damn, it was a fun point, but
It'll come
whatever.
back.
Yeah.
If it was
Yeah.
simple. This is what I always say about like.
Oh, I remember.
Oh.
Language. I was trying to find a graduation card and a birthday card the other day, and I was looking at the cards, and it was funny because there was a woman also looking, I think, at the graduation cards, and we were both just like picking them up and just putting them back and just kind of sighing, and she kind of looked at me and she was like, they just want the money anyway. And I was like, I know. And I was like, but I'm questioning if I understand language because, you know, it's obviously catering to 18-year-olds,
Right.
current day 18-year-olds. And there was so much of that slang language or just, I did not know what it meant.
Yeah.
There were just so many things like they felt like inside jokes because I didn't know them, but I was like, I guess this is what the kids are saying these days. And she and I were just laughing because we were like, just get a blank card and put $50 in it and call it a day. But yeah, it was the first time I was like, is this supposed to be written this way?
Right.
Or do I just not know what they're talking about?
And that's one of the big things because clients, I have this whole plethora of clients, so I have all these interesting conversations, and sometimes they're upset or offended or confused about what young people are saying or what they're doing culturally. And I'm always like, I mean, you have to look at your youth and what you were doing.
Totally,
and
exactly.
how people perceived you. And also like, it's okay, you have to accept, you know, and it's like, in my lifetime, I've seen words or phrases, clothing come full circle,
Well, right, exactly.
you know? And so now I'm at a point where I'm like, whatever, man.
Well, and I think it's when you get into the idea of like some universal truths
Yeah.
and things that are sort of undeniable that people end up either coming around to or coming back to, and it's like, but let people
so you're talking about Limp
experiment.
Bizkit.
I'm totally talking about Limp Bizkit. I mean, we're always talking about
Exactly.
Limp
That
Bizkit.
you just have to come to some like absolute truths in the world,
Yeah.
and it's that Limp Bizkit rips,
Yeah.
and they're gonna come back whether you want them or not.
Right.
An
Right.
absolute truth.
And some things come back whether you want them or not.
Yeah.
No, but real universal truths.
I know.
Which, well, I mean, not really which, but we started the podcast briefly talking about etiquette.
Mm-hmm.
And I still find a lot of value and importance in understanding certain etiquettes, especially ones that have sort of now almost transcended time. Because my understanding of etiquette is that it is just to make everything easy.
Right.
It's so that no matter what situation you go in, you know basically how things are supposed to operate to make it all happen smoothly and without question and well and happily. And when people don't all have sort of the same understanding, well, then it opens up this huge opportunity for questions or things to go differently than how you thought they were supposed to. So then you're concerned or you're uncomfortable or I don't know.
Yeah. Depends on the situation, you know. I think like meeting a royal, there's like all these things you're supposed to follow, you know.
Oh, okay.
Which
yeah.
that's an extreme example.
Yeah.
But I think there's a lot of
thinking
stuff
about like the dinner table.
I know. I think like I don't mind like just okay, the immediately like woman closest to the server ordering first, and then you just work around the table.
Yeah, then
clockwise from
no
there.
one's just staring at the
Yeah.
waiter and they're
It's just like,
okay.
Okay, we're gonna say, and
well,
obviously the waiter should initiate, but they don't always. You know. So then you just like, here's where we start, and here's where we go. I do like, not even etiquette necessarily, but certain things like, if there's an elderly person or someone with a baby, I'm gonna let them go in front of me or something, or I'm gonna hold the door for people who need, or if their hands are full, just like almost like signs of respect or
Totally.
things that will make everything smoother typically, or
Yeah.
like better for everybody involved. Yeah.
Well, it's a reading the room situation.
Read the room.
Of course.
Self-awareness, situational awareness.
Very much so. But I think having basically etiquette as a toolkit
Yeah.
in your back pocket, like pull it out when you need it. Understand when it's not appropriate to do certain things, because there's obviously different sort of levels of it.
Right.
But I just think having some base understanding is so valuable.
Yeah.
Or it'll just piss you off because nobody does it anymore, and then
Yeah.
you expect these things
Well,
to happen,
what I
and
find,
they don't.
What I find frustrating is people, how do you enforce stuff anymore? But you know, a bar or restaurant that has a dress code, and then you go in,
No one's following it.
and no one's following it, and I'm like, well, why even fucking
Yeah.
putting it out there if you don't care, you
Yeah.
know, about it at all? Like, what are we doing? Like, pretending this? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's I guess the point where you're just like, is this all just for show?
Yeah.
Are we just saying
What
these
is this for?
things and
Yeah.
we're not actually doing them? I don't know, but I do still.
I think there's certain things. What I do like is that Emily Post is the etiquette guide, the etiquette guru, right? So the Emily Post. How old is the Emily Post etiquette
Oh
guide?
gosh, I don't know. Oh, it's not over there anymore.
Like the original
I mean,
one.
I
Early
got
1900s or 1800s or.
Yeah, I actually am not certain. It's old now. I'm trying to remember which edition mine is.
But what I do like,
25th or something, and that was
you know, so
7 years ago.
it is the Bible of etiquette, but because they've updated the editions, it'll be like, you know, it'll talk about weddings and sending out invites or how you like list the names and what you do at a wedding, but it includes like queer couples. You
Yeah,
know,
it
like the
also-
new editions include like every possible divorce is a second marriage, you know,
Cell phone etiquette.
cell phone etiquette, which is
It
great.
has all sorts of modern
Yeah.
stuff. You know, a lot of people get Emily Post for wedding stuff, but it's just etiquette in general.
Yeah.
So if you get the full tome,
It's great.
it is etiquette for every
And so if
situation.
you ever question, like, yeah, how do we act in these situations? And, like, yeah, it may not matter you know, like if you're like growing up middle class or something. But I think we all aspire to like a higher level, you know? And to some people, it does fucking matter. And I know that to you, it won't. And unless you're like a Mark Zuckerberg and you can intentionally break the etiquette rules, it's very funny because we were SpaceX IPO'd and they kept talking about the last like when were the other like biggest of all time breakthroughs.
Right. Oh yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg showed up for the Facebook IPO in a
Your
hoodie.
t-shirt. Oh, in a hoodie.
And
Oh.
people were freaking the fuck out. But
Yeah.
now, what did he do? Facebook was so successful and it became such a gigantic company and they made so many smart moves acquiring WhatsApp and Instagram that now if you're in the tech sector and you want to be taken seriously, you wear a hoodie. It's exactly what Steve Jobs did.
Right.
It changes the apparel. It was like all of a sudden the black turtleneck. If you wore a black turtleneck and did like a TED Talk thing, people were like, oh, yeah, it's like the look.
But it's like you have to almost overcompensate with how you're acting.
Right.
To that. Like if you're, okay, say dress code is a suit and a tie or something, and you come in a hoodie, well, you better make sure that everything else you're bringing to that situation is above and beyond
everyone
everything
else.
and everybody
so
else.
You're doing it as a statement.
Yeah.
Like you're
because you
planting
can't.
a flag.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if that is the case, then okay, sure. Don't go into the restaurant that has a dress code in, you know, a fucking, I don't know, baseball jersey and slum it and act like a piece of shit and stuff. Like, even, I don't know. It's hard and I don't know the right answer, but
correct. Yeah.
anymore, I'm just like, just fucking follow it. If a place instates something, either don't go there if you don't want to do it, or follow it. Make it your own. It doesn't have to be.
shows that you respect the restaurant.
Exactly.
It shows that you respect the
and
people around
then
you.
there's mutual respect.
Because society barely is held together.
Yeah.
The only reason money exists is because we all agree that it has
exists.
value.
It has value, yeah.
If we don't all agree, it's a social compact. And so if we don't all agree on these things, then it all falls apart.
Right.
It's all made in our minds. We've created all of it. And the only reason we have cities, the only reason that humans have come so far is because we agree not to just blow each other the fuck up and say fuck it to everything all the time.
Yeah.
If there's a dress code, follow it or go somewhere else.
And I feel like, obviously, you could argue that someone could follow the dress code and come in and be a complete and total asshole.
I'm sure there's many people who do that.
It's probably way more likely that a person that's willing to follow the dress code is willing to just like act civilized as well. So I feel like you're more likely to get that situation. The risk is less.
I think the counterpoint that everyone would bring up immediately is obviously like racial bias. Like if you have a nightclub and you're like, oh, no baseball caps, and you're like, oh, no like jeans worn below the buttocks or something. Well, you're specifically saying one type of demographic, you know, but if you have like a high-end restaurant and you're required a collar shirt, I think that's very different. So I think those are two different conversations to be had. But anybody listening to this would be like, that's where their brain would go right away, I think.
Yeah.
It's like racial exclusion based on dress.
Yeah.
You know? But I'm like, it doesn't work in all situations.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, the dress code thing is hard. And like we said before, dress is a form of expression.
Obviously, yeah.
So I guess I'm more so concerned with just the way you're acting in a situation. But I don't know. I don't know the answer.
It's both complicated and not.
I know.
I think
that's what makes it annoying.
Yeah, because I really like, I follow a clothing guy, literally his name is Derek Guy.
Yeah.
And he'll be the first one to talk about like, especially like clothing as a language and expression and the cool movements. And, you know, we talk about breakdancers or hip hop versus like royalty and like, you know, where does barber come from and the cultural history behind it and workwear especially, you know, and a lot of it's about like workwear, you know, it starts out like right now, a lot of workwear is high fashion. Like Carhartt's a perfect example. You know, it's become like high fashion, but it was originally designed to be worked, you know, construction workers, miners,
factory,
farmers.
Yeah.
So what does that mean when you wear it now for high fashion? And then ebbs and flows and you're making a statement. But I think if you want to make a statement, with your clothing, there's also a time and place for that as well.
I know.
I
Yeah.
wear something completely different on stage than in my daily life.
Totally.
And I one time got in an argument with somebody about it, and they were like,
Oh, yeah.
well, which one is the real you?
Right.
So like, oh, when you wear your leather jacket and your skinny jeans, like versus your like, you know, what I wear right now in my daily, and I'm like,
They're both me.
they're both me. Like, why do
Yeah.
I have to differentiate?
Yeah.
Like, somehow I'm not the same person. It's like, I wear different clothing for different
Right.
times and different places and different
Right,
things that
right.
I'm doing. Like, I don't think
Who
there's.
am I when I go to a wedding?
Yeah,
And
is
I
that
wear a ball gown
I don't
or
think
something.
it has to be one or the other. Like,
Yeah.
and all of us are multitudes.
We are multitudes.
Yeah.
That is for certain.
Do you want me to make dinner?
What? I always want you to make dinner.
Yeah. Oh, last thing I'll yap about. I'm wearing black pants right now.
Oh, yeah. How'd you do it?
I successfully dyed some pants.
Yeah, bringing it back to the dyeing.
My first attempt was kind of a fail. They
Yeah.
did get darker, but I tried to do it in a big bucket.
Because you didn't cook them.
I didn't cook them, and I did not think that would make that much of a difference because the water was very, very hot in the bucket. But it turned out I needed to cook them for like an hour.
And so you basically put them into a pot on the stove and just let it sit on, simmer or something?
I sort of, like,
or
Kept stirring consistently, you know. I
Yeah.
was also cooking dinner at the same
Well,
time.
that was funny
And
to-
trying to not get dye into other shit.
I was like, why are we doing this? Every burner on the stove is being used right now, but one of them is being used by Matt's pants.
I'm cooking my pants right now. Yeah, but it totally worked.
Yeah, they look really good.
It took about an hour and a half. It was like 45 to 50 minutes of cooking the dye, and then there's a like sealant
type of thing that you put
yeah.
on. Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool. Well, once again, you were like, "Fuck it, I'm dyeing everything."
Well, now that it worked,
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta fucking.
Did you just do the one pair of pants?
Well,
on the
because we
stove?
don't have a big enough pot
Yeah.
for me to do more.
Yeah, you need like a cauldron pot.
I need like a cauldron pot,
Wow.
so I can only do one article at a time.
Yeah. Well, that's probably good. That's
Yeah.
probably safe. I do think a lot of things would turn black that maybe you didn't want to turn black.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a nice thing too, and like you said, it's just a nice way to zhuzh them up when they start
Well,
to
yeah,
fade.
they start
if
to
you
fade.
you always get that little phone line.
I only think we probably have 5 years or less of phone lines left
Yeah, that's true.
before they're gone. But in
You
the-
talking about the line that your phone makes on
Right,
your pocket from
right,
sitting in your
right,
pocket.
right.
Yes.
But soon that'll be gone. But for now, I can just anytime re-dye them.
Do you think, like, obviously wearables will become a thing, are becoming a thing, but do they still require it to be attached to a phone of sorts, or do they have like internal memory and?
I think right now, rings, glasses, all of them have
Mm-hmm.
to have an app on your phone.
Yeah.
But not completely true. Watches, you can get your own plan.
You can get data for them.
So you can get a data plan for your Apple Watch or your whatever Timex or whatever you have. Garmin has one. But I think all other products, essentially,
Yeah.
you have to have a phone connected to them.
So then, just down the line, they'll start to have their own data.
You'll have a data plan
and-
on your glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll all become small enough, which it will over and over. If I have any investment advice right now, it would be Corning glass.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So all of the future is going to be like micro glass.
Yeah. Fascinating.
Yeah,
Fascinating world.
I know. But I'm starving.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry too.
All right, cool.
Dinner time.
Any final thoughts?
Well, I'm gonna wash my hair and count some merch tonight. So
We got to
that's
reorder
it.
merch.
Yeah. We're just ticking the boxes.
All right.
Getting ready for tour.
All right, getting ready for tour.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good week. You know.
Me too. I'm hyped.
Let's go.
All right.
Right.
Bye.
Salmon time.